And welcome to Precourt Park at Manchester Little League for tonight's opening round matchup of the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament. I'm going to announce both starting lineups, and then I ask players to remain standing for the national anthem. We will start with North Manchester-Hooksett. If you could, when you are announced, line up along the third base foul line. Leading off for North Manchester-Hooksett at second base, number 8, Sam Gregory. At third base, number 88, Aaron Back. Batting third, the catcher, number 3, Brooke Byron. Batting cleanup at left field, number 33, J.D. Creamer. Starting on the mound for North Manchester-Hooksett, the pitcher, number 2, Rafe Hebert. The shortstop, number 0, Parker Freegee. At center field, number 4, Jacob Berghardt. The first baseman, number 11, Lucas Anderson. Starting at right field, number 15, Eric Beaudry. And your 2 extra hitters, number 23, Holden Krieger. And number 14, Ezra Mejia. And now the starting lineups for your home team, Manchester Little League. Leading off the catcher, number 9, Julian Rivera. At center field, number 4, Miles Prue. Batting third, your starting pitcher, number 12, Jordan Michaud. At first base, number 13, Christopher Smith. At shortstop, number 1, Logan Murphy. Second baseman, number 3, Cormac Toland. Starting at right field, number 10, Ashlyn Oliveris Kuchu. Third baseman, number 11, Isaiah Shepard. Number 5, Fletcher Davis. Number 8, Demery Rogers. Number 7, Jeremiah Ford. And number 2, Luis Rosario. Folks, we ask if you are able to please stand, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Precourt Park for tonight's 2025 Michael Briggs Memorial Wooden Bat Tournament. Tonight we tee it off with a very exciting city matchup between North Manchester-Hooksett and Manchester Little League. This event is to honor Officer Michael L. Briggs. Officer Briggs was wounded in the line of duty in October of 2006, and he ended up passing away as a result of his injuries. We have this tournament to honor him for his sacrifice, service, and community through the values of hard work, teamwork, community, and dedication. All things he represented in Manchester. We are very thankful for all the families, players, coaches, and fans for being here tonight as part of this special event. Also, thank you to the Manchester Police Department as well as Manchester Little League for making this special event available and able to happen. We are really excited for baseball this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. We encourage our players to compete hard and with good sportsmanship and have fun this weekend. And the last thing I'd like to say Play ball.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here from Manchester Public Television. My name is Kyle Heavey. Excited to see you all here for this historical event, the first time we have ever been a part of the Michael Briggs Tournament. And 2 strikes quickly on Sam Gregory, and along with me is Coach Tom Bezoin. Coach, obviously we've been so used to football and basketball. It's great to see you here for a baseball game as well.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time down here. My family spent many years down here. My wife in this very booth scoring games. This place is special in my heart.
Well, it's great to be here as a quick 3-pitch strikeout right there. And Jordan Michaud is looking very good through the first 3 pitches. And you can hear right there that strike to number 88, Aaron Beck, who will be the third baseman here. And we'll see what Aaron can do here. Mic'd up, as you can hear, is the umpire, and that is Zach Johnson, very familiar with Manchester Public Television. Buzz, you've been in the box with him.
Zach and I were partners for a bunch of games this year, and we had a good time. And he does it all, doesn't he?
He certainly does, and it's the first time we've ever had someone mic'd up as an umpire. So this is certainly something special here, as we will get all the insights here, the 1-2 count here to Aaron Beck. Lightly hit, and taking it by himself is Jordan Michaud. So 2 up, 2 down here, and the North Manchester-Hooksett got to get something going here with 2 outs.
Yeah, you know, and the asterisk is it's a wooden bat tournament, right? So you're not hearing that ping come off like you usually do.
It's certainly throwing me off a little bit, as now we'll see what Brooke Byron, the catcher, can do with trying to get something going here. As, again, a 8:05 start. Great job by Daryl Johnston being able to put this tournament together and get it together. And we're excited to see what the next 36 hours can bring here at this beautiful ballpark here.
Yeah, it's great at night with the lights on for the kids, and gives them a good chance to shine, you know.
Well, with 2 strikes, just misses there. Doing the catching duty here is number 2, Julian Rivera behind the plate. And a 1-2-3 inning here as North Manchester-Hooksett will try to take the field, and we'll see what happens here as we go to the bottom of the first with the likes of Julian Rivera, Miles Pruill, and Jordan Michaud due up. And we're back here from this beautiful 2025 Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here. And Coach Tom Bezoin and Kyle Heavey from Manchester Public Television. And Buzz, you've obviously spent a lot of time.
Bottom 1 here.
And to see an inning like that transpire now, to see what Manchester Little League can do here, is going to be special to see.
Yeah, it's bringing me back a little bit. And I'm still seeing Coach Boschman down there, who, you know, we coached together and against each other over 20 years ago in this very park. And to see him still doing this down here, and his family, he's a president, his daughter's a vice president, and just the family atmosphere that it still has, it's still the same feeling to me. It's wild.
Rafi Hebert is the pitcher here, and he gets a foul there from Julian Rivera.
Lucas, take it. Lucas, take it.
Doing the umpiring, as you know, Zach Johnson behind the plate, but we also do have Matt
1 ball,
Verdaro out at first and Lucas Miller out at third base. So a lot of young kids who've come up through the system here that are able to help volunteer and make this tournament come alive here, Buzz.
Yeah, and, you know, the younger guys have better eyes, right? So it makes for the umpiring a little easier.
A lot of foul balls right here from Julian Rivera. Does not want to go down. And Rafi Hebert trying his best. Doing the catching here is Brooke Byron, as we saw. She just struck out to end that. And now a hard hit ball, but caught right there by the shortstop. And a good play right there from Parker Freehey.
You see the difference with the way the ball comes off the bat and wood, right? That probably would have been a base hit with a metal bat. But it's different.
So we'll see what the center fielder Miles Pruill can do here. Miles got a great head of hair.
Oh, yeah. Haven't had that much hair in a long time, Kyle.
Strike call right there. Hebert finding the zone. And certainly an emphatic strike call right there from Zach. Just misses outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 27th of June. And a chilly night here. I like to see it, but a foul ball. It goes towards the stands.
It's beautiful. I want to give a couple shouts out to the old timers, Kyle, while I'm up here.
Two.
We had some guys back in the day. Lou Ferrando, for one, he was a huge influence down here. The reason why there's lights, the reason why there's bathrooms down there, the reason why there's a batting cage back there was all because of him. So, God rest his soul. Love that man.
Yep.
And a strike right there, and that will do it for Brooke, who goes down by way of the K. So 2 up, 2 down, and we'll see what Jordan Michaud can do here.
And not surprisingly, Zach looks pretty professional behind the plate.
I mean, he had his orientation day today at UNH, so we're seeing what his future will bring with trying to be a teacher. So that'll be very fun to see.
Yeah.
But a pitcher versus pitcher battle here, and a hard hit ball into it will not drop in. It will be caught. Sorry about the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get through this fence a little bit difficult. But Coach Tom Mazoy, it's been a pleasure to be with you for this first inning.
Yeah.
I hope you're staying around. We'll try to get you up here again for more of this wonderful game number 1 of the 2025 Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament. We're going to head to the top of the second, and it'll be J.D. Creamer, Rafi Hebert, and Parker Freya due up. Back here for Friday Night Lights Baseball Edition, and a man that we're so used to seeing here doing baseball is Mr. Dale Moutz. And Dale, nice to see you up here as well, doing some volunteering of some various things here.
Yeah, I have my hat in a lot of different things here.
As first pitch was a strike there, and make it another strike, and trying to see what's going to happen here with big number 33, J.D. Creamer, who obviously can cream the ball if he gets a hold of it. And he swings on that one, and another K right there from Michaud. So he's looking good so far with 3 Ks in this game.
Yeah, I've seen Jordan pitch a few times during the Little League season. He's settling in and getting into his rhythm really quickly.
Well, now another pitcher versus pitcher battle, and Rafi Hebert, who will try his best to get something going here. The North Manchester-Hooksett team has been no hits so far. Maybe I should knock on wood by saying that, but swing and a miss right there by Rafi.
Yeah, I've seen most of these kids on the Manchester Little League team throughout the season, and they're a good group.
It's fun battle Manchester here tonight, and now a foul ball that will land just inside the the first base coach box.
Good play by the first base coach over there.
Yeah, very impressive with his agility. Pitch inside, that close, but not close enough.
2 balls and 2 strikes.
As you can hear, Zach Johnson, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now a softly hit ball. Oh, having some trouble, and safe at first. Ball gets away, but still going to stay on the base path. So Hebert able to be the first base runner for this North Manchester-Hooksett squad. But, Dale, you got to agree that was probably an error.
Yeah, he tried to rush the play a little bit, took his eye off of it, and then lost the ball in his feet.
We'll see what he can do as a plane flies over and a strike to Parker Freya. Parker wearing number 0. Dale, number 0 did not go very well in the basketball playoffs this year, with 3 different players with number 0 tearing their Achilles tendons.
Yeah, not a good thing in basketball in general with all the Achilles injuries this year.
Parker certainly is a lot younger than a lot of these guys. And now a soft hit ball. It could be trouble, but, it doesn't stay in the glove. And now North Manchester-Hooksett with 2 base runners, still with 1 down here, but not sure if the shortstop is expecting that or what, Dale.
I think he was trying to hurry and rush the throw to first and just didn't concentrate on making the catch. He was trying to make the second play before he finished the first one.
And now we'll see what Jacob Borghardt can do here from the left side of the plate. Just a bit outside right there. We're at an interesting vantage point here, Dale, as I'm noticing that we're kind of angled a little bit different than what Zach and also what Jacob is seeing from the batter's box as he swings and misses at that one.
It's close, but being higher, the only thing you can't tell is whether the pitch is high or low. But as far as the width of the plate, you got a pretty good view of that.
Well, obviously, from our angle, every pitch is going to be low.
Right.
So, and a strike 3 right there, as now with 2 down, it'll be up to Lucas Anderson, the first baseman, to try to get a run across the board, and another left-handed hitter here. So, and he's going to send one out into the gap. This is going to be a long run for the center fielder, and this will allow Hooksett, North Manchester take a lead, and now another run comes across, and very quickly 2-0 on a big hit right there from Lucas Anderson, sending that out to center field.
Yeah, the pitch was outside, and Lucas took it, as we say, took it where it was coming from and hit it into left center field in the gap and got a double out of it.
Good job by Raffy and Parker to run across as they had a long run, but are able to make that. And now we'll see what Eric Beaudry can do.
1 strike.
I've known Eric's parents for a long, long time, so excited to see what he can bring. I even sat next to him during the ball gets away. Not really paying attention, though. Getting lucky there.
Yeah.
That could have been an easy move up to third on that tough throw.
Yeah, it was. A great job by the second baseman, Cormac, being aware and going to grab the ball.
Now soft hit ball, third baseman try to throw that across, and it will do that nicely as Matt Verdaro makes the sign. But the damage has been done as North Hooksett Manchester takes a 2-0 lead. Now we'll see what Manchester Little League can do. It'll be Christopher Smith, Logan Murphy, and Cormac Tolan due up here in the bottom of the second. Back with more after this. And back here for Friday Night Lights Baseball Edition here as the North Manchester-Hooksett versus Manchester Little League in the first game of the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here. Dale, I mean, you obviously have been able to see a lot of these kids play over the time, and a slow, it gets through the shortstop, and kind of just like we saw in the top part of the inning, mistakes starting to pile up here for both teams.
Yeah, that kind of, the hop kind of confused him a little bit, and just looked like he might have popped up on it a little too early.
I mean, it didn't really hit him, so I guess it could be go as a hit. But it's certainly a play that you would have loved to have made, and we'll see what Parker can do further on as, shortstops will learn from their mistakes. That's why they're in that position.
Absolutely.
Nice little ball, and now Parker catches it. Now a chance for a double, and the ball gets away, and now able to move up. So I guess it works as a sacrifice with a pop-up to shortstop, and Parker trying to make something happen, and unfortunately goes as another error on that one there.
Yeah, it's a fly out to the shortstop and then a throwing error advance the runner.
And now we'll see what Cormac Tolan, the second baseman, can do. As Dad and I have seen each other at least once a week from various things around the city. Wonderful guy, and hopefully Cormac can be just as good as he is.
1-1.
Just inside. Yeah. A close play. A little close pitch that was.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now we'll see what Micho can do here. Ball upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
A hitter's count here from Cormac. Swing and misses on that, so count will go full.
Yeah, Cormac battles when he's in the batter's box.
Full.
He gives a lot of room. He definitely leans back and calls strike 3, an emphatic. And Cormac does not appreciate that for the second out. And now it'll be up to Ashlyn Oliveras Kutu to try to keep things going. Ashlyn playing out in right field. See if she can send one out to right field. And she's going to ground one right to the pitcher, who makes the easy 1-3 put out right there. And after one gets on base, no runs come around, and very quickly, Dale, this has been a pleasure to be with you again. We're getting through this game quick.
Absolutely.
But feel free to stay around. We'll try to get you more in this game. But for now, we'll head to the top of the third inning with North Manchester-Hooksett leading this game 2-0. And back here from the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here, Kyle Heavey, along with, for the first time on the microphone here, is Trevor Krause. Trevor, you obviously have played on this field many, many times. Your first time up here broadcasting. How's your feel right now for you? A little different than what you're used to?
Yeah, a little different. Kind of nervous.
You don't have to be nervous. You know the game of baseball. You obviously play it. You know it. And we're going to see what we can do here to try to bring the most exciting action here as Holden sends one up our way. Good thing there's a fence in our way, as that would have hurt a little bit. But Holden Krieger is doing his best to get something going here, again, with a 2-0 lead as North Manchester-Hooksett tries to get things going. Pitch fouled back.
Same pitch.
Yeah, I certainly trying whatever can work here is Jordan Michaud. Michaud?
2 strikes. Play.
You must know Jordan a little bit here from watching him pitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
And Holden goes down by way of a K. And my goodness, right there, Trevor, that is 5 Ks from Jordan so far in this contest.
Yeah, he's a pretty good pitcher.
I mean, this is why you want to start off with a stud. You want to get this victory, but obviously a couple errors last inning certainly hurt some things. But Ezra Mija will be the next batter here. This is the bottom of the lineup. 11 batters here, Trevor, on this North Manchester-Hooksett squad. And a bunt that does not go down cleanly.
2 strikes.
And you can hear Zach right there. 2 strikes. What do you do in this situation? You obviously don't want to bunt.
Well, yeah, because if you bunt, and if you foul it off, it's a strike 3.
We'll see. Outside. And certainly,
One,
I'm
two.
loving the way that Jordan really works the whole entire plate. Is that something that you would do back in your day pitching on this field?
Yeah, definitely. Even now.
Even now?
Yeah, when I pitch for my team.
Well, obviously, Jordan trying to get this strike 3 and go to up to 6 Ks, but having some issues here. And there he gets the fastball down the center of the plate, and very quickly 2 down. But now it'll be the top of the order with Sam Gregory, and Sam already a victim of a strikeout right here. So we'll see if Sam can learn from his lessons for his second time up to the plate. Good stop right there by Julian Rivera, but it goes for a ball. Very impressive, the various colors that you see on a diamond these days with the batting gloves, the bats themselves. These are some very cotton candy-like batting gloves you see from Sam Gregory right here.
Honestly, I'm not sure why they do it. Me, myself, I'm more like a classic guy. Like, my batting gloves are just simple green and like military tan and olive green.
Well, it's funny because my batting gloves are the exact same color as this Manchester Little League team. So it's kind of apparently I should brought a
2-1.
I think my hands are a little bit bigger than some of these kids' hands, so I don't know if they would have worked as well. But a long time to get the ball, and now pop up in the air. Someone's got to call it, and right there it is Jordan who calls that, and a 1-2-3 inning. Trevor, we are quickly through with this half of the inning. Stay tuned for more here on Manchester Public Television's Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here on Manchester Public Television. And back here for the bottom of the third inning with Manchester Little League trying to get something going here, down 2 runs. Trevor Krause and Kyle Heavey for Manchester Public Television. And Isaiah Shepard, the third baseman, up to bat here. And Isaiah was trying to get that third out here, but it was all about Jordan Michaud trying to get that catch. What do you feel about that when teammates kind of take the ball?
On the swing. Holy cow. I got it. I'll take care of it.
I kind of like somebody's got to take charge. They got to. I got it. You know what I mean?
We'll see if Isaiah can take some of that energy of wanting to catch that and uses that. But obviously with a couple strikes on him here. And
once you go, you got to go. Can't just stop it.
You can hear Zach right there. Kind of a strange thing is
Yeah, there's kind of weird rule. There's no box in Little League, which I find weird.
Yeah, I'm not used to something like that happening where you just stop, but Isaiah Shepard goes down by way of a strikeout, and now we'll see what Fletcher Davis can do from the left side of the batter's box. First pitch just misses.
I mean, as a leadoff hitter, all I'm trying to do is just get on base and let my teammates do the work.
Fletcher seems like his bat might be a little too heavy for him on the way that that swing was. Obviously, it's tough. You're so used to aluminum bats to now have to play with a wooden one. Can obviously be a little bit of a struggle on some of these swings, but we'll see what Fletcher is able to do here with this at bat. Obviously, base runners, like you said, Trevor, are important as well.
Yes. I know I always struggled with. I played in this tournament a couple years back, I think twice, and I always struggled with the heavier bats.
Yeah, Michael Briggs, obviously a fond memory as a young person to see that news story and obviously the funeral processions at the Delta Dental Stadium on a rainy, cold day, and to know that we're able to stay his memory alive and hot here on this Friday night. And now Fletcher Davis goes down by way of a K, and Demery Rogers, the center fielder, will try to keep this inning going. Ball upstairs.
1-1.
Demery, I kind of always appreciate a player like this, Trevor. Wears number 8 and plays position 8. Makes my life easy.
Yeah.
Foul tipped, and Zach fixing his hair right here, trying to make sure that he's content here after
right off the face.
That hit him in the face, as you just heard.
1-2, play.
I mean, Manchester's really got to get something going right now.
And strike 3, so 3 up, 3 down. And the smiling pitcher of Rafi Hebert is very certainly appreciative of that. But we'll head to the top of the 4th inning here with North Manchester-Hooksett leading this contest. And we'll see who our next special guest will be in the booth as we return for more of this great contest at the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament. And here we are for the top of the 4th inning here from this wonderful tournament as Kyle Heavey and now special board member for Manchester Little League and Bob Moran in studio with us as well to be able to commentate the first game of this tournament. Bob, it's great to be with you up here in the booth.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome.
It's obviously a special day with Aaron back up to bat for the 2nd time in this contest. He popped up to the catcher and goes down by way of the K. Bob, this game is going exceptionally fast. As someone that does the ground crew here, you're loving life right now in some ways, aren't you?
I love it. We have a great strike zone tonight, making the players swing the bat. It's what this is all about. We're not here to walk.
Well, Brooke Byron will now hit it, and now it could be a tough play, and able to be safe. A tumbling second baseman right there, unable to do too much with the ball. And Cormac Toland will be thinking about that for a little bit, but now the inning will continue, and we'll see what J.D. Creamer can do. Bob, you must know a lot of these players for your time on the board, and what's the feeling here of this tournament? It's got to be such a nice to see these players doing so well.
Yeah, so we actually scrimmaged the Manchester team last night, so we got to see them up close and personal, and a couple of these kids on this team can really hit the ball. They play pretty decent defense, so they should have a good tournament.
Well, Micho wants to get back to throwing some strikeouts here, as certainly got into this game very hot. Has been averaging 2 strikeouts an inning, but now has to be careful with the big J.D. Creamer, who has been victim of a strikeout already. And you can see that when J.D. wants to hit the ball, it's going to go a good ways.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Ball just low here, and now with a full count I was curious if that's what it was or not. And just misses, and ball 4. So you can see J.D. hustling up to first, but obviously can't go anywhere but wait for his teammate to get Brooke Byron to go forward. And now it'll be Rafi Hebert, who was able to score the first run here and wants to help keep some runs going to add to this lead. Hard hit ball into the screen, and umpire quicks to go get it.
Can I just say it's a beautiful night tonight?
It really is. I mean, I'm thankful to be undercover here in this press box, as it's a little bit chilly out here. I mean, we have people in, I see a lot of hoodies tonight. I see light jackets. It's weird to have this after it was 100 degrees the other day.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's a great environment down here, though. If anyone gets a chance to come out, I would definitely encourage you coming out, watching some baseball, and having a piece of pizza or hot dog. It's really a fun time.
Yeah, I'll be back here tomorrow to do the noon game. So, Bob, feel free to come back up here. Dale as well. Trevor, I know you guys are all in here within hearing distance. And a hard hit ball to second. It's going to throw it to first and get the fielder's choice, 4-3 out, but the runner is able to move up to second and third. So going to be very tough to see if there's any pass balls, what they would do here, Bob.
It's going to be interesting. With 2 outs, there's not too many options. I'm sure they're going to be swinging the bat. It will be interesting to see what they do.
Oh, Hebert is down, and now it'll be Parker. Parker was able to. Freegee, thank you. I was saying his name wrong the whole entire game. I apologize, Parker, as he looks up at me. I felt the glare right there. He now certainly wants to hit the ball as he was able to get on with an error. And now a hard hit ball. This could be trouble. It drops down. 1 run is in. And now another run crosses the plate here for this North Manchester-Hooksett lead or team. And Manchester Little League, kind of tough. I think he lost it in the lights there, Bob.
Yeah, that's one of those tough ones. It's like an in-betweener, in between center field and shortstop there. I'm always, holding my breath when one of those hits happens. Tough one.
I know when I was this age, I certainly didn't realize I needed glasses yet and had trouble with the lights for sure. And now to be okay and still plenty of time here as, again, top of the 4th inning with this 3-run deficit here for Manchester Little League. But they will have the top of the lineup coming up here in just a little bit, but they obviously got to get out of this inning here first, Bob.
Yeah. That's a foul ball.
And thank you, Zach. Could hear saying how that was foul. Certainly helps to have a umpire mic'd up. This is obviously your first time here on the Manchester public television broadcast as well, and now it's got to be interesting for you to be able to hear the umpire so cleanly.
It's pretty cool. I like it. I had actually another umpire in the stands come up to me a little while ago. He's like, "What's that black box on the back of the home plate umpire?" And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure he's mic'd up." And he said he hopes he doesn't have to do that tomorrow.
Well, if he's the umpire for that noon game, I might be asking him to do it. But now we're going to have a quick meeting at the mound as Manchester Little League wants to be able to chat and discuss things. And, Bob, you must know some of these coaches. They obviously are wanting to win, but also it's about the character of making these players do well here.
Yeah, so Coach Al, who's the coach of the Manchester team out on the mound right now, he's our league president, and he's probably number 1 when it comes to sportsmanship and just playing the game right. So, win or lose, he's happy as long as his team, comes out and plays the game the right way.
And it's always nice to have those type of coaches here, and it's great to see that Manchester is so caring to want to make these players as best they can, both on the field and off the field. And obviously, like I said, the umpires having been from this same field playing here is kind of a nice feeling as well.
Yeah, it's awesome. It seems like everyone who plays in the league tends to come back and give back. That's what it's all about.
Hard hit ball, but Jacob Borghardt trying his best here. Jacob was the victim of a strikeout his first time up to bat, and now in a battle here. We'll see what Jordan can give him for a pitch here. Hard hit, softly hit, and able to get that quickly over to first, but he drops it, and then the throw home is not in time, and a error on the first baseman, Bob, is obviously a tough spot right there, as he still had plenty of time to touch the bag, but he tried to throw it home to get that runner from crossing.
Yeah, that was a tough play. I think he kind of forgot about how much time he had left, and I don't know if the guy coming home kind of screwed him up, and he kind of rushed that, but
we got 2 outs.
Not a great outcome.
Well, here we go with Lucas Anderson.
Foul.
Lucas
I got it.
had himself a 2 RBI double his first time up to bat, so he is looking to do it again with runners on the corners. with, again,
Play.
just one down.
Yep.
And a swing and a miss. Ball gets away, and he's going to stay at third. Smart move, but the runner, Jacob Borghardt, able to move up to second here. So runners at second and third now.
Yeah, it seems like his 2-out rally right now is really really hurting Manchester.
Now, Bob grew up here in Manchester.
So I grew up in Bedford playing Little League.
That's 3.
Oh, end of the inning.
Well, he says that's 3. I must have missed something. Oh, it was a ground out by Rafi Hebert. That's what I... Sometimes you can't read your handwriting, Bob, as you are fully aware of as well. But that will do it for the top part of the fourth. 2 runs have come across, and now it's up to Manchester Little League to get some runs themselves. We'll be back here for the bottom of the fourth after this. Well, Bob, for the first time in my life, I will say this when it comes to the next 3 batters. 11-12-1 part of the lineup here, which is very weird to say, but Jeremiah Ford will be the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fourth. And now it's Manchester Little League down 4-0. But they got some talent here, as you are well aware of. And a hard hit ball there to third. The throw across is good. Matt Verdaro able to empathetically say, yes, that's clean out. And very quickly, 1 down here. And
we got 1.
That was a beautiful baseball play. Just fundamentals, great play. Manchester just needs to keep swinging the bats, hit the ball.
obviously, I'm not familiar with watching a game from this angle here. I do so many games like from Gill Stadium, out of Lemire Field, where Trinity has had a couple games this year. But to be here, I thought the throw was going to be off, but it came down, and now
that's out of play. Here you go, pitcher.
Came close to landing. I mean, over all these kids that have gloves, Bob, do you feel like they could have caught that in the dugout?
No, seriously. They're too busy having fun, talking and having fun with each other.
1 strike, play.
Well, it's things like that you miss, and I hope that Trevor appreciates it for as long as he can here, as just being able to be here with your friends and being able to play a game. Like, you have no other stress in your life but playing this game right now, and obviously playing with pride here for the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament. Ball very outside right there, as Rafi was trying to get a chase there on Luis Rosaria.
I agree with you 100%. I always tell kids that these times are the best times of your life right now, especially playing summer baseball. It's, you'll remember forever.
And a K right there for Rafi, and now it'll be the top of the lineup, and we'll see what Julian Rivera can do. Julian lined out to the shortstop back in the first inning. Now we'll see what he can do here in the fourth. And nice hit ball out into left field, and this is going to roll quite a ways, Bob. Rounding second base, going for 3. Julian on his horse, and he's going to keep going. An in the park home run. My, oh my. You were saying that Manchester Little League had to get something going, and way to do it right there, Julian.
Yeah, that could be the spark that they need. That was awesome. Great timing, great hit, and awesome job running the bases.
And now a smart move to come talk to your pitcher after giving up the first big hit of the game, and Rafi Hebert will kind of get back on the mound and try to calm down this North Manchester Little League team. But what a good hit right there from Julian.
Yeah, that was great. And Coach Al didn't hesitate at all to send him home right there like that, down 4 runs. Why not?
Well, obviously, the shutout is over, and now it's going to be up to Miles Proul to try to get things going here. Miles was a victim of a strikeout in that first inning as well, so we'll see what he can do here with, again, 2 down. So got to be very careful here with what to do in this bottom of the fourth. Big swing, and looked like it dropped a little bit on that pitch, Bob.
Yeah, maybe a little Uncle Charlie.
I'm very impressed that the bottom fell out. Oh. Yeah, even the umpire is saying, ooh, as that was a little inside. That's certainly something I don't miss as an adult, though, Bob, is being hit by a pitch. It's certainly never a good feeling.
No, you just got to remember to breathe.
Oh, another inside pitch, and I don't know if Hebert might be a little bit rattled here with a couple pitches inside after giving up that big hit. Finds the zone there on the other corner. Nice little slider, it looked
Moves.
like, or something like that. That had some movement on it.
I really love his approach. He's just throwing strikes, a lot of strikes.
And upstairs, and
Full.
the count will be full here. Again, a good chance going on here for Manchester Little League.
Take a baseball 4.
And a walk here, so back-to-back base runners for Manchester Little League. And now we'll see what Jordan Michaud can do.
Looks like he's at 52 pitches right now, so could be coming to the end.
Now, you obviously are very familiar with the rules here. Is there a pitch count here in this sort of tournament?
Yeah, so for a kid his age, it would be.
And the ball drops down. Jordan with a big hit right here. This might send him. Look at this. Miles able to get down there, and now a delayed called out right there. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was not able to have the camera right there as Jordan looked safe from this angle. Look at he's still standing right there, and they're going to have a quick discussion here with the umpires to see what they can do, and that will be a great chance, Bob, to be able to hear things. And we got a little challenge here.
What'd you say? Okay, we're good.
I'm almost judging that partially off the fact that the base dislodged, right?
Yeah.
The base was not even, hadn't even shifted by the time they tagged.
If you said he tagged before he got there, he's out.
I have
All right, you make the call.
Oh, right there. We hear it. We are
That was cool.
through this inning here, but a big hit brings in another run. The lead has been cut in half, and now North Manchester-Hooksett got to get some runs to pad this lead here as we go to the top of the fifth. Kyle Heavey and whoever our special guest will be next after this. And the 9, 10, 11 part of the lineup here as a foul ball to start things off to Eric Beaudry, and Dale back on the mic here here to start this fifth inning. And obviously a very interesting game since you were last on, with it being a 2-0 game and now a 4-2 game. And now 2 strikes on Beaudry, who is 0 for 1, having grounded out to third base last time.
Yeah, the momentum has shifted a little bit towards the Manchester Little League
Ball's
side.
on the ground.
And Beaudry will go down by way of a strikeout. So 1 down here in the top part of this inning. And now we'll see what Holden Krieger can do. Holden was a victim of a strikeout his first time up to bat, is 0 for 1. And we'll see what he can do here.
It's down.
Good bunt lent right down, sits nicely, and a nice single right there. And now Holden thought about going for 2, but it will smartly stay at first. So a 1-out single bunt, whatever does the trick right now, Dale.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a perfect bunt. It died right before it got to the foul line, and not really much anybody could do on that one. It was just a great play.
No, and Jordan might be upset with that, and also the catcher Julian Rivera, but that just died perfectly. And now no movement on the base paths so far here from Holden Krieger, but Ezra Miha will do his thing, as Ezra is also 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Foul tipped? No, it did not foul. It's just got away from Rivera, and I think that
2 strikes.
just Zach would probably call it if so, but it just seemed like it hit a weird part of the glove or something there, Dale.
Right off the tip.
On the swing, batter's out.
And Ezra goes down by way of a K. So the trend continues with 2 Ks an inning here for Jordan Michaud. But now it'll be the top of the lineup in Sam Gregory. Sam is 0 for 2, Dale. A strikeout and popped out to Jordan. Inside pitch.
Yeah, Jordan, seen him pitch a few times this year. He doing what he always does. He's always at the strike zone, always ready to make people hit.
And for a 12-year-old, he's got definitely some Roger Clemens size to him that certainly when you're in the batter's box, you got to be intimidated by that.
It can be. It can definitely be intimidating.
Hard hit ball that will get to the shortstop. The throw will not be in time. Do they send him? They're going to send him home. And now a little bit of a confusion on the base paths, but it will go for an infield single, and now runners will be at the corners as Gregory gets his first hit of the day, and will try to keep things going with 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a good play by Logan at shortstop just to keep that ball in the infield.
And Aaron back, 0 for 2 as well. Did vice versa of Sam Gregory, popped out to the pitcher and struck out. And a bunt down. What will happen here? They're going to, gonna be a fun pickle. And they're going to put him back to the bag. The tag is there, and he is out. Lucas Miller with the play right there, making that call from the umpire spot. And after 2 are on base, no runs come across, and now Manchester Little League, who scored 2 last inning, will see what they can do in the bottom of 5th. It'll be Smith, Murphy, and Tolan due up. Dale and Kyle here back for the bottom of the 5th inning in this first game of the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here, and the beautiful Friday night lights of baseball on the, what are we calling this? What area of Manchester are we in right now, Dale? Is this the...
Technically, we're in the south end of
2
Manchester.
strikes.
It's never really know as someone that's not from the city. What do you call South Willow Street? I get it. And now a hard hit ball by Christopher Smith out to right field and dropped out of the glove. And now heading for second base. And Smith gets in safely with a leadoff hit right there, Dale.
Yeah, the momentum carrying over from the last inning. North Manchester-Hooksett tried the squeeze with 2 outs, and they were able to get the out at third, and it looks like it's carrying over.
Now we'll see what Logan Murphy can do. Logan certainly has a baseball name for sure, as Zach Johnston is asking the players to get back. He wants to make sure that they're all safe there.
Absolutely.
Safety a huge part of this tournament as well, and Logan should have laid off that one. That was a little bit tough there to see, swing at that so highly. But now we'll see what Murphy, who hit the ball, he's going to ground it to the pitcher. Able to make the play is Raffi, but the runner is going to take off for third, and he is safe at third. So it works as a sacrifice right there. And now a run just 65 feet away. Is that the correct?
60.
60. See, it's been a long time, Dale, since I've played on this Little League field.
Lucas.
Well, I guess not really since I played softball in this, but.
Yeah, same size as a softball field.
Play.
Well, Cormac Tolan will see what he can do. Takes an inside pitch that kind of nice for you, Dale, to be able to hear the umpires. I mean,
absolutely. We've had Zach a few times this year in our games, and getting to know him a little bit last year doing football games. But he's a very good umpire. His strike zone is very consistent. You know what you're going to get when he's back there.
Oh, I got it.
Well, a strike right there on Cormac, and he's got to be careful here now with 2 strikes, and Zach has to be careful not to lose his clicker here as he just dropped it in the dirt.
1, 2, play.
As someone that got all of his community service in high school from umpiring, it's tough when you drop those.
Below the knees.
And just misses outside, so count will go 2-2.
2.
Again, bottom of the 5th. Runner at third. Upstairs, count will go full.
Full.
Cormac Tolan, the second baseman, trying to get on base, be the tying run. He's going to send one foul down the third base line.
Oh, pitch was a little inside on him. Got a little stinger on the hands.
Oh, I don't miss that feeling. It's something I'll deal with in 2 weeks, but for the time being, it's kind of nice to not have to deal with that pain. And now do it again, full count. Now a little softly hit ball. This is going to be a tough play for Hebert. He's going to not throw, and Tolan gets to get on first with a infield single, and the lead run now comes up to the plate.
We got 1 out.
And that's Ashlyn Oliveras Kutu. Ashlyn grounded out to the pitcher, her lone time up to bat. So we'll see what she can do.
1 out, play.
Yeah, Ashlyn plays softball for Southside Middle School as well as playing baseball down here, so she sees the pitches. She's really good at timing things up.
Well, Cormac just stole second like a thief, and now a little late on the swing, and now 0-2 count to Ashlyn.
2 strikes.
She gets the sign and steps back into the box. Pitch outside, and it has the basics of baseball here begin on a field like this, where you know it's going to be an 0-2 count, and you know that they're going to try to get you chasing, and laying off that was huge, but unable to stay off of that one, and Ashlyn goes down by way of a strikeout, and now there'll be 2 down, and Isaiah Shepard, the third baseman, will come up to plate, and Zach Johnson.
I thought he was talking to me.
Wanted a really loud timeout there, but coach just wants to make sure that
I was like,
I'm going to turn off his mic for a second after being so abusive to us up here. I don't know why he thought that he needed to shout that so loudly to us, but Isaiah was a victim of a strikeout in the 3rd inning to lead that inning off. So let's see what Isaiah has learned. And now with 2 down, again, runners at 2nd and 3rd. And first pitch kind of had a little slide to it, Dale. It was very impressive to see that it had movement.
It did. At this age, any movement on the ball you can get is enough to throw off the hitters.
And as you could hear, Zach, holy moly, as that was a hard hit ball that
keep it,
nearly took out the first base coach. And Matt Verdara will hold on to this, and now an 0-2 count.
2 strikes, play.
We'll see what Rafi can do here to try to keep these runs from scoring. And a ball gets away. No movement there. As Zach was thinking that he was going to be calling strike 3, it looked like, from the way that his reaction was.
He flinched pretty quick.
1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and Rafi Hebert has some choice things to say. Not really respectful there in a lot of ways, so hopefully it's just maybe some of these guys know each other, but either way, we have gone through 5 innings. The North Manchester-Hooksett Little League leading this game 4-2. It will be their last chance to get some runs and pad their lead, and we'll see what happens here with the 3-4-5. Byron, Creamer, and Hebert due up. Top of the 6th inning here in this game number 1 of the 2025 Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here. And Brooke Byron swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Dale staying with us here as we get through the rest of this game here. And obviously a chance there for Manchester Little League to get some runs, but great job to try to keep things going. And right now we're seeing the last batter of Jordan Michaud, who's got 10 Ks in this game, and really doesn't deserve to get charged with the loss at this moment, Dale.
Yeah, this is one of those. It's one of those baseball things. You know, you play great, you pitch a great game like this, and 1 or 2 things happen, and unfortunately you don't get the outcome that you want.
I mean, the great Pedro Martinez had many of opportunities like this and fouled back into the fence here.
Yeah, pitchers will pitch a great game, and they don't get the run support for whatever reason.
2-2, play.
Bounce here or there. Yeah, that's baseball, as they say.
Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball.
Another foul ball. So good battle here between Jordan and Brooke Byron. Brooke is 1 for 2. Struck out in the 1st inning and singled and scored in the 4th. Right now, Brooke is the winning run. Inside. And this will do it unless it's fouled.
We're full.
We're up to, 87 pitches right now? And 88 is the 11th K of the day. And that will do it for Jordan, who did a great job here pitching, but he's going to get the boot, I guess you can say here, Dale, with a pitching change here. And now we'll see who the new pitcher will be.
I like it.
As I'm turning myself off instead of Zach here. So that was my own fault here, but Jordan will make his way over to first base, it looks like, and coming in from first base.
Actually, it looks like Miles Prue's coming in from center field to pitch.
I'm realizing that there's a switcheroo here all over the place. And
yeah, Coach Al's bringing in Miles.
Well, we'll take a break and let Miles get settled in and see what Miles can do on the mound here as we go to the, again, bottom of the sixth with one down. And no warm-up pitches, actually, Dale. This is, or are they? Yes, they are. Okay, so we'll take a break and be right back here on Manchester Public Television's Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament. Well, Dale, we saw Miles Precourt warming up. A lot of inside pitches here, and we'll see what he can do here with the likes of J.D. Creamer, who's looking to bunt here. An outside pitch that kind of an interesting thing to see with the number 4 hitter trying to lay down the bunt.
Yeah.
Ball a little wild there.
Yeah, I think it was done more to make the new pitcher think about things a little bit.
Certainly go from playing center field to then having to close out this game pitching. See what Miles can do here.
Nope.
Misses 3-0. And it's always a tough thing here at this age. You really don't want to hit anyone, but now you got the batter kind of bunting here.
Oh.
And
Yep.
North Manchester-Hooksett obviously wants to pad this lead.
Hey.
And right there, coming back.
Yeah, I was always taught growing up, if you're on the mound and somebody's squaring the butt, throw a fastball right at the bat.
Love it.
Yep.
And now coming back here is Miles.
Full.
Again, we already got 1 strikeout in this inning, 11 overall by a great pitching performance of Jordan Michaud. But now, let's see what Miles can do here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And ball 4 it is. So a walk here from Miles puts J.D. Creamer at first. And now it'll come up to Rafi Hebert. We'll see if Hebert finishes this game. Rafe Hebert, excuse me. Upstairs and taking off for second, excuse me. Ball still all over the place. I see Rafe's name and I think of Rafael Devers, and his nickname is Rafi, so that's why I've been calling it wrong for the whole entire game. And now another ball gets away. Precourt, the throw down. This will get out into left field. And now coming around is Creamer for the 5th run of the game. Some wild pitches hurting Miles here. And after a walk and a couple wild pitches, North Manchester-Hooksett with now a 3-run lead here in this top of the 6th.
Yeah, throw down to third was a little bit inside that time, and it seemed to get by everybody.
Pitch outside. Rafe
3-0
is 0-2, but did reach and score on that error in that second inning. Ball goes behind, and now back-to-back walks.
He's got to get on the mound.
Miles.
And on the base.
Got to be careful here. Doesn't want to get too wild. And now coach is going to come out and chat here. Kind of nerves or, what do you think here is a tough spot here. And now it looks like we're going to get another pitching change here. And the second of the inning is Miles will rush back out to center field. And Dale, kind of a surprise here to see 2 batters, 2 walks, and now going to go to the 3rd pitcher.
Well, Coach Al doesn't want things to get away. I can understand that. And, he's trying to keep control of the game the best he can.
Well, we'll give a moment here for another pitching change and be back here for the continued top of the 6th inning after this. Ashlyn Oliveira will be the new pitcher here. Kutu, excuse me, as I forgot her full last name. Dale, my apologies on that one. Back here for the top of the 6th inning. And again, pitcher number 3 and a runner at first.
Yeah, I've seen Ashlyn pitch a lot this year. She's always in the strike zone.
Bounces that one in, but good stop by Julian Rivera, who has stayed strong here behind the plate besides some wild pitches. But we'll see what Parker Freya can do here. Called strike, and Parker turned around quickly shocked with that call. Wearing what looks like soccer cleats to me on Parker. Can't really zoom in too much with Zach kind of in the way, but ball outside.
Yeah, I would say those are soccer cleats.
Whatever helps you get to first.
Absolutely.
That's how I look at it right there, Dale. Parker ahead. Actually, 2-2 count. And fouls that into the just about the dugout. I love how we have the wonderful photographer here that works for the mayor's office doing her job of getting some great quality shots here. And another foul ball that
hit the Zach said it hit the batter while he were in the batter's box, so he was quick on it.
Yeah, as I turned off his mic there, Dale. You couldn't hear him as well. Obviously, we could hear him well, but now we can actually got him mic'd up a little again. A little hard hit ball that is stopped by third base. The throw to second is in time. Umpire Matt Verdaros saw it cleanly and was able to make that call. And now 2 outs here. Works as a fielder's choice as Hebert is out.
Yeah, that was a great play by CJ over at third base, staying with it, not rushing it when he bobbled it, stayed with the play and was able to get the out.
Well, let's see what Jacob Berghardt can do here.
I got him. Take your base.
Jacob barely got hit with that ball in our first hit by pitch of the game here, and thankfully didn't seem to phase him too badly as just kind of skimmed the elbow. Not sure if we have a little bit of a tougher angle here up here in the press box, but Zach could see it cleanly.
Yeah, he didn't act like he got hit, but Zach knows better than we do.
Maybe the jersey. Called on the outside corner to Lucas Anderson. Lucas had a big 2 RBI double in the second and struck out in the fourth. Only 1 hit by pitch so far in this contest. And a swing and a miss. And Lucas, the first baseman, got to be careful here. 2 strikes. You know, the pitch right here from Ashland should be a kind of a junk pitch in some eyes. Goes for it, and now Tolan got to make a play, got to put the tag on and get through this. So it comes down to this here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be the 9, 10, 11 part of the lineup. Fletcher Davis, Damari Rogers, and Jeremiah Ford. It's do or die time. The Manchester Little League squad down 3, and we'll be back to see what happens. Dale and Kyle here on Manchester Public Television. Back with more right after this. And here we are for the bottom of the 6th inning here from game number 1 of the Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here. And we'll see what Fletcher Davis can do. Fletcher 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he's hit in the rear end. I did not appreciate that feeling right there, Dale. And that's the good spot right there for Manchester Little League with getting a base runner here. And Fletcher will take a moment here to try to get that pain out of his system.
If you're going to get hit at this level, that's the best place to get hit.
Well, now Damari Rogers. Got to be careful now. Strike called, and we're also seeing Rafe Hebert with only a few pitches left in this game. Gonna hit that 85 plateau in due time here. And now I think that's up to 78 if I remember correctly. And max is 85.
Foul. You all right?
And fouled off the mask of Brooke Byron.
Where'd that get you? In the hell? Okay, that's why you wear it. Hey,
Well, you can hear Zach right there making some jokes. Ball outside. So we're up to 80 now. Damiri
2-2.
doing all that he can to keep this game going. Inside. And the count is now full.
Good battle in here between the batter and the pitcher.
And a swing and a miss, and that will be the first strikeout here. And we'll see what Jeremiah Ford can do. Jeremiah was thrown out at first after grounding to third base. See what type of lineup here that Manchester Little League has set up here. And now back with another strike.
One strike.
As Hebert trying to finish this game off. A little ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to go to second. And the lead runner is out here as Fletcher Davis is out. And that will bring us to 2 down. And Luis Rosaria will be the 12th person in the lineup here, Dale. And we'll try to continue this game here. Hebert just able to somehow stay in this game for this last batter. And we got our Mighty Ducks chant going on here, it sounds like.
Yeah, the chants here remind me of back when I used to coach high school girls softball back in the late 90s.
Weird sound here. It's like hunting
Guys,
season.
when he's
And
in the
now
lineup, we gotta be silent. Thank you.
Zach letting the kids know to stop.
Oh, 2 outs. Play.
They're not quacking them up right there, Dale.
Hey.
Trying to be a little distraction, maybe.
Zach has never done anything like that for Memorial Baseball over the past few years. He's been quiet as a mouse out there.
Ball 4.
Ball 4, and that
Yep, he's just gotta get
will
back on the mound.
bring us to the top of the lineup. And Julian Rivera.
Time's out.
Julian, who was able to hit the solo in the park home run his last time up to bat to get the first run. This could be miraculous if he is able to do it again, Dale, because we're going to get a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch count has gotten past the maximum as finishing things off with 89 pitches here, Dale. And wow, this is going to be interesting to see as we have a pitching change here. And with 2 down, we'll see what will happen here in game number 1. Stay tuned for more right after this. A huge spot here for Parker Freya coming in with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th versus the best hitter in Julian Rivera. Julian swings at the first pitch and is way ahead of that one. He could see that he was not very pleased with himself on that pitch there, Dale.
Yeah, he got over anxious and swung way early, trying to do too much.
Julian, whose dad just left for basic training, this would be a great spot for him to show off to his dad. And fouls one back, and now there are 2 strikes on him. As that one went a long ways backwards, guys. I don't know if your car is parked back there or not.
Oh, no, I've learned where not to park from being down here.
I mean, when I showed up here today, I was shocked at how many people were here from the game before this, as Zach Johnson taking control of the game, and now with an 0-2 count, Parker trying to get the K. Misses just outside of low.
1-2.
Again, runners at first and second, 2 down. A 5-3 lead here for North Manchester-Hooksett. And now sent out. This is going to go a long ways. It gets over the left fielder's head. 1 run comes around. Another comes around. Julian heading for third. He's going to stay safe there. And wow, a 2 RBI triple right there. And the tying run just 60 feet away. Dale, a miraculous hit, but not able to get around the bases right there.
Yeah, North Manchester-Hooksett did a good job of getting out to get the ball at the fence and get it back in quickly to hold to hold Julian at third to keep the tying run from scoring.
Well, we already saw 1 attempt at a squeeze earlier in this contest. What is Miles Pruill going to do here? Again, with 2 down and Julian at third base. Wow, oh wow.
We'll see what Coach Al decides he wants to do.
I don't know.
As, again, a wild spot here as everyone comes together here on the North Manchester-Hooksett mound here. Again, a 5-4 lead, trying to stay in control. They have held the lead the whole entire way since the second inning and trying to get this victory here. But now it's going to be very interesting to see Miles, who right now is in line for the loss here after giving up that run in the top of the 6th inning. So, Dale, this is going to be special to see what will happen here.
Yeah, Miles is a really good hitter.
And it's popped up in the air, out to center field, coming in, off the glove! It's going to allow the tying run to come around. Is Julian able to come and tie up this game? And Miles able to get on first. And we have a 5-5 game, Dale.
Absolutely, and not to overlook, Miles has got great speed out there on the base pads too, so he can make things happen, more than just with the bat.
And Jordan Michaud up to bat. His mom has been very frustrated with him throughout this game for his attitude, and now it's a matter of, is he going to get ice cream after this or not? An 11K performance, and with his bat, he does have an inside pitch right there. Parker certainly has come in and had a tough spot to be in.
2-0. Coach Al shouting encouragement from third base, trying to keep Jordan calm.
And a little pop that will get away, and able to continue this inning is Manchester Little League. Jordan getting jammed, but is still able to muster that and get on base. And 4 straight base runners have gotten on here with 2 outs after the pitching change of Rafe Hebert getting taken out here, Dale.
Yeah, everything happened on a 2-out rally.
And now the hit out to center field. We'll see what type of arm he has. They're going to send him. Oh, they're going to keep him there, actually, as the ball gets away. And now there has some trouble on the base paths, as trying to get to second was Christopher Smith, and didn't realize that they hadn't scored the run. And
I just heard Coach Al, and I thought so when I watched him come around. It looked like Miles might have missed third base trying to come around, so he had to stop and go back, which is what prevented them from scoring.
Wow, oh wow, miraculous things. And now a soft little roller, the throw home is in time, and we will go to extra innings here.
Force play, out at home.
Wow, after a 3-run comeback here in the bottom of the 6th, we will head to the top of the 7th. Dale, get ready for more here as number 1 continues here in this Michael Briggs tournament. Back with more right after this. Get that another bag of popcorn going, ladies and gentlemen, as we will go to the top of the 7th inning here in this game number 1, as Ashlyn will stay pitching here, and she came in and shut down North Manchester-Hooksett from what would have been the winning run if she had allowed one, but instead now here we are tied up at 5-all, and Eric Beaudry, who is 0 for 2 in this contest, will be the leadoff hitter.
Hey, this has been a great ball game from start to finish.
Little ground ball, shortstop has some issues, and it will get out to the outfield, and Beaudry able to be the leadoff hit here, and good for the man to get things going here.
Yeah, Logan made a good effort out there. It looked like it might have taken a hop on him that he wasn't expecting.
It certainly, from watching so many games at Gill Stadium this season to now be on some natural grass, it's certainly there are a lot more bumps here. And now a little pop fly in the air. What do you do here? Drop it? And he catches it. Beaudry does not take off from first. And now very quickly, one down is Holden Krieger. Was a little bit excited there, and now is out for number 1, and Ezra Mejia, excuse me. Thank you to Caitlin Johnston for being able to do all that she does down there. Ezra 0 for 2.
Yes, he did.
And the ball gets away, and Beaudry not sure what to do. Took a couple steps off of first, but goes back as wasn't sure if it was a foul or if just a bunt that missed, and it was a bunt that missed from Ezra.
I think he got his lead off at first and wasn't sure how far away the ball got from the catcher. Didn't want to risk it.
And now a little bunt that will go foul.
Foul!
As Ezra will have to be better than next time.
Yeah, now with 2 strikes, you got to swing away because if you try to
2
bunt
strikes.
and bunt it foul, it's automatically out.
Yeah. Thank you again to Trevor Kraus for coming up here, and we had the same situation earlier in this game, and ball just misses outside. Beaudry takes a couple steps off the bag, and
1, 2.
Ashlyn not even looking over, not even stressed at all, as she knows what she has to do here, and that's throw a strike on this pitch. Ball gets away, and now Beaudry gonna head off to second, and no throw. And now the winning run just 120 feet away. But obviously, Manchester will get the bottom part of the inning to try to continue their luck here, is able to come back.
Yeah, I think the kids are all starting to feel nerves a little bit.
Strike 3, balls on the ground, on the tag.
And
he's out. He's out.
Didn't even realize it, took his helmet off.
Gives himself up and
Frustration
walks
right
the dog, he's
there.
already out.
And now 2 down here, and it'll be the
if you were to
top of the
run down there,
lineup here, and Sam Gregory.
I've seen that happen.
Sam is 1 for 3 in this game, Dale, and you've seen this kid maybe once or twice. He certainly is the leadoff part of the lineup for a reason here. Let's see what he can do here to try to take the lead back. Inside pitch, Beaudry not taken off from second. The ball rolled to the left side here, so it would have been a pretty easy throw for Julian Rivera.
Yeah. Usually stealing third's a little bit harder because it is a shorter throw for the catchers.
Now comes back with a strike as Ashlyn dealing with her 6th batter here.
Time!
And now a timeout called here as they're going to quickly discuss things as kind of a late timeout to see what's going on here with a count that really coach wants to make sure that everyone's on the same page here. Manchester Little League not wanting to lose this game on anything silly here on a situation like this, as trying to figure out what's going on here as coach will come out and, you know, amazing. You can see this, Dale, now, the size difference in some of these players as your shortstop looking short, but it also Dustin Pedroia was short, and look how well he did in his Major League Baseball career.
Yeah, that's the one thing baseball teaches you. Your size, especially baseball, your size doesn't
One
matter.
ball, 1 strike, play.
It's all about how you play and the heart that you give.
1 ball, 1 strike. And now a hard hit ball. This will get through, and it gets to the left fielder. They're going to keep him at third. And now coach yelling to throw the ball is just – we've all been in that spot there, Dale. You kind of get freeze, like, what should I do? Everyone's yelling right now.
Right.
And it's all about practice.
Thank you.
Yep.
You're good, Barry.
In
You're all good.
practice, you go over it in practice, and then you get in the spot in a tight game like this, and you just kind of freeze.
We'll see what Aaron Back can do here. Aaron going to pop one up. Center shortstop able to make the catch. And Manchester Hooksett leaves 2 on base. The energy has shifted here to Manchester Little League. And now we'll see what will happen here as we head to the bottom of the 7th after this. Back here for the bottom of the 7th inning. All Manchester Little League has to do is score a run, and they will win this game. Dale and Kyle here for Manchester Public Television's first ever Little League baseball game here in the Michael Briggs tournament, and back-to-back pitches, and Tolan not pleased with that, is now down in the count 0-2, Dale.
Yeah, he was down 0-2 on his last at-bat, and he worked it back and fought back.
Now a little hard hit ball, used one hand, and now the throw is in time. A very strange play right there, as
we called him out.
Cormac looked like he had gone around the first baseman. Very strange, as you're going to hear Zach here questioning what happened.
I didn't see anything. I'll talk to him about it.
And now, again, the pleasures of having the microphones on the umpires here to know what exactly the calls are.
What's the call? Is he safe or is he out?
He was going for the ball, so he'd be out. He's out because he never touched the bag. Kid touched the bag at first.
Yeah.
After he went off to go grab the ball, and the kid over there never touched first.
Did the first baseman touch the base with the ball before the runner did?
Yes.
Then he's out.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You make the call. It's your call.
And right there, you heard it emphatically from Zach Johnson. The rulings were there as the first baseman touched the bag before the runner, and that was what the play was. And now there's one down, and a pitcher versus pitcher battle here, Dale, with both pitchers coming into relief in this game. And Ashlyn, who is 0 for 2, we'll see what she can do here. Kind of inside-out swing there, Dale. You know, I know obviously you said that she plays softball as well. As the speed difference is quite a bit more here.
It definitely can be, and the arm angle as well.
And just misses low. Very impressive for Parker to, again, going back to that last out, using his hand instead of his glove. And this is outside, goes to a 2-1 count.
That was a reactionary play by the pitcher. I've seen it a few times this year. My own son did it once, and the ball gets hit back up the middle, and you just reach out with whatever you have.
And Ashlyn stood as straight up as a statue right there, thinking that she was going to get hit, and it went just barely behind her, but is ahead in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. And Parker got to find the zone. And now a little hard hit ball. It gets past Parker to second. The throw is in time. So back-to-back groundouts here in this bottom of the 7th. Dale, we might be looking at an 8th inning here.
Very possible.
Timeout has been called here, and now a chance to quickly just chat with his pitcher. And we're going to get a pitching change here as the left fielder is going to come in and take over. Parker, who gave up some hits in the 6th inning to tie up this game, has looked sharp here in the 7th, but coach has got to make those decisions, and now we'll get a new pitching change here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 down, and we'll see who that is. Stay tuned for more here from this Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Tournament here on this Friday night here on Manchester Public Television. And here we are back for the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 down, and a swing and a miss here from Isaiah Shepard, who is 0 for 2. But the new pitcher coming into this game is Holden Krieger. And Dale, you were able to tell me off air that this is about pitching and being able to keep your pitchers going for the rest of this tournament.
Yeah, at this age, the pitchers are on certain pitch counts. If you pitch more than 20 pitches in a night, you have to mandatory take 1 day off. So by pulling the pitcher when he did at only 18 pitches, he's able to pitch tomorrow.
Well, 3 pitches there from Holden Krieger gets out of the 7th, and now we will head to the 8th inning. Again, this was only supposed to be a 6-inning game. We're getting some extra baseball here on this Friday night. Back with more right after this. And back here for the top of the 8th inning here in this North Manchester-Hooksett Manchester Little League battle here. And first pitch, and Brooke able to get herself on base with a single. Brooke Byron now 2 for 3 in this contest with 2 singles and a strikeout. Did score one of the runs early in this game, Dale. So this could be huge if she is able to get around the base paths. And now we'll see what J.D. Creamer can do.
Yeah, everybody's putting a lot of pressure on each at bat. Brooke came up, saw the first good strike, and put a good swing on it.
Now pitch on the outside corner. JD did not appreciate that, as JD has walked twice, scored 2 runs, and did strike out back in the 2nd inning, and gets ready for the second pitch. Inside strike, and now throwing down is Julian, and the ball will get out to center field, and now heading towards third. The throw gets out away again. Will they send her home? Oh, they're going to keep Brooke at third. So Got to be careful here now with no outs and a runner at third base. And it looks like we might have a little bit of an injury here on the third baseman, who looks like he's kind of limping a little bit, Christopher Smith.
Looks like maybe got slid into a little bit.
Obviously, it's tough when you're watching the ball come at you. You want to catch that, but then you got the runner coming at you as well on your peripheral. So outside just misses. Count goes now to 2-2.
1 ball, 2
1-2,
strikes.
excuse me. Wasn't sure if there's a delay like you get a Gill sometimes. Ashland trying to keep this runner at third. Good stop right there by Julian. Count will now go full. Why do I have this on, guys? I don't know why I'm off a little bit. It's so late in this contest. And strike 3 as JD is jumping around, not pleased with that call. And Zach Johnson won't lose sleep at that. Is certainly felt like that Creamer could have swung the bat.
Yeah, he's called that a strike all night.
So now we'll see what Rafe Hebert can do to get this run in. Called strike low. Rafe has reached base twice. Once with an error and once with a walk. Was out on a fielder's choice his last time he was on. Ball outside. Rivera with certainly long limbs behind the plate, coming to be very useful at this moment with not letting balls get past him.
Yeah, normally he plays first base, and I've seen him pitch, but this is the first game I've seen him catch.
Fouled into the mask there as Hebert will go chase the ball and give himself a moment to collect his thoughts here, I guess. Certainly a reason why they wear masks. Can only imagine what it was like back in the 1800s when they weren't wearing masks, Dale.
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
That would have been a lot of eye injuries. But here we go. 1-2 count. Try to get Hebert chasing. Did not work. Now a throw home is not in time. And a steal of home. What a play there by Brooke Byron and the North Manchester-Hooksett squad. A surprise steal of home right there. Wow, Dale.
I think that caught him in a little bit, caught the Manchester team in a little bit of a rules difference between their regular season and the tournament here. During the regular season, if a runner started to go back to a base, they had to commit and go back to the base that they went or that they were on. This time the runner started to go back, and Ashland wasn't paying attention to the runner, and they took off for home.
A tough way to give up a run here after a single and a throw down to second that got away, and then the throw to third kind of got away, and then able to just sneak by and get home. So now a 6-5 lead. And ball 4, so Hebert will get on base again for his third time.
Stepping up to the plate,
And now Freegee will do his best here. Parker has reached 3 times in this game, Dale. Golfs this one here to short. The throw across is in time. It works as a sacrifice to move Rafe up to second.
Yeah, that was a good play by Logan that time. Charged the ball. He only had one chance to get an out, and he took it at first.
So now we'll see what Jacob can do. Jacob reached by getting hit by a pitch his last time. Sends one out into left field. Left fielder bobbles it for a moment. Got to throw it in. The throw, play at the plate will not be in time. And Hebert able to come around and score. And now a 2-run lead here for North Manchester-Hooksett. They've led 2-0, 4-0, 4-2, and now kind of an interesting spot there where he missed the plate, Dale.
But he did go back and touch it before he committed himself to the dugout, which Zach was on top of, and had he crossed that line, he would have automatically been out.
Oh, foul ball right there. And smart base running there by Parker, able to, by Jacob moving up to second base as well. So Lucas Anderson will send one out into the gap over the shortstop's head. Let's see what the left fielder has this time. The throw is a good one, and moving up to second base as Lucas. So Ashland having some difficulties here getting this final out, Dale, and North Manchester-Hooksett is taking advantage of it, and now will be up to Eric Beaudry to keep things going.
Yeah, she's still making good pitches. It just seems like they're timing her up now.
Pitch outside. Beaudry is 1 for 3, having singled in the 7th before being stranded at third base. And a swing, the ball kind of gets away, but no chance at coming home on that play. Again, 2 runs have come around for North Manchester-Hooksett. Runners at second and third. See what they can do. Ball outside. Dale will turn up Zach's mic a little bit on this. 2 balls, 1 strike. Called strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, it was a nice pitch that time. He was looking away because she'd been pitching away, and she surprised him on the inside.
2-2 count. Ball low. Count goes full. First base is available.
Full.
If Beaudry is able to walk. Ashland getting some love from her teammates and coaches. Called strike 3. Beaudry does not appreciate that, but the North Manchester-Hooksett team leaves 2 on after allowing 2 to come around the plate, and now it will be up to the Manchester Little League to tie this game back up. It'll be the likes of the 9, 10, 11 part of the lineup due up here in the bottom of the 8th right after this. And here we go with the bottom of the 8th inning here, and taking a swing here is Holden Krieger, that is,
1 strike,
who will try to close out this game. Very quick on the plate here and gets an outside strike here. Fletcher Davis got to do what he can here.
Quickly down 0-2.
A little ground ball that's going to be taken by Holden. A quick overhand throw to first, and very quickly a 1-3 put out here. And North Manchester-Hooksett trying to finally savor this victory if they can, but it's going to be Demiri Rogers who will try to continue things here for
1 down.
Outside, so Demery able to get ahead in the count this time. Demery has fallen by way of the K twice here, once in the 3rd and once in the 6th. Ball upstairs. And we kind of a deja vu of the 6th inning here, Dale.
Yeah, it was the bottom part of the Manchester Little League order that did the damage to get them back into the get them back to tied.
And Rogers now ahead in the count, 3-0. See if he can get to first.
Nope.
And he does. So a base on balls right there, and you see the speed right there from Rogers getting up to first. So the inning will continue, and Jeremiah Ford was able to get on a fielder's choice last time and scored. Did ground out to third base as well earlier in this contest. And he fouls one into the screen that ricochets right back into the infield. So 1-1 count.
1-1 play.
Inside, just barely missed.
2-1.
We are past the 2-hour mark in this game, Dale.
Yeah, the first 4 or 5 innings went by very, very quickly, and then, you know, it seems like it's almost hit a standstill the last couple innings.
Well, we were joking a little bit. The commentator's curse is coming back to haunt me, as it's happened already twice in this contest. And now here we go with a 3-1 count. And now count will go full. Ford would love to get on base here, but Holden trying to hold it down. That will be ball 4, so back-to-back walks here with 1 down.
Yep.
And a timeout will be called here from North Manchester-Hooksett, with trying to keep his relief pitcher under control here, as Holden Krieger is smiling but knows that the pressure of trying to get some outs is needed here, with Luis Rosario on up to bat, but you know who's on deck here, Dale, and that is one Julian Rivera.
Absolutely. You know, North Manchester-Hooksett coaches out there trying to calm down their pitcher, you know, trying to get him to settle in, and you know, hopefully they can. You know, they're trying to get out of this without having to face the top part of the Manchester order. It looks like they're doing a little bit of maintenance on the pitcher's mound. There always seems to be in Little League a big hole right in front of the rubber. Everybody wants to dig it out with their cleats, and it can create a distraction for the pitcher.
Well, he gets a lot of love from his teammates right there, and we'll see what they can do to get some outs, as Hebert would love to be able to be a part of this win with his pitching here. And now we'll see what Rosario can do. Rosario is struck out and walked in this contest. Ball stopped in the dirt. Great stop right there. By right now, what could be the winning run by Brooke Byron, who's done a great job catching here as well, Dale.
Yes, she has. She's done a really good job all night.
Now, a little pause in the play. Ball upstairs. Count goes to 2-1. Rosario ahead now. And now 3-1 count. Again, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And comes back with a strike to make it a 3-2 count.
Yeah, all these kids are fighting, and it's great to see.
Big spot here. And a late swing and a miss, and Rosario goes down by way of the K. And now the man and Julian Rivera will come to the bat with 2 outs again. He has hit a solo home run and a 2 RBI triple as a part of 3 RBIs. His team down 2. Ball outside for the first pitch.
This might be a situation where you almost think about an intentional walk.
I was wondering the same thing. And ball misses outside. Holden Krieger.
If you're in the box, you can throw, Julian.
And you hear Zach saying, be careful. And now a hard hit ball down the line. It's going to be fair. This will bring in 1 run. Let's see if the play at third. He's going to go. He's going to be off the bag. And that's how this game ends. North Manchester-Hooksett able to win it 7-6.
Heck of a game, North Manchester.
After coming off the bag right there was Jeremiah Ford, and a tough way for this game to end, but what a game this has been, Dale.
Oh, it's been an outstanding game, and you hate to see it end on a play like that. And it's heartbreaking for Jeremiah to fall off the base like that. But nothing for any of these kids to hang their head about. They all battled all night. North Manchester-Hooksett would go up. Manchester Little League would fight back. It was a great back and forth battle, especially late.
It certainly has been a pleasure to be with you as we have a number of games throughout the next 36 hours. Like I was saying before the game, total running time for this game, 2 hours and 15 minutes. The 9 a.m. game tomorrow will be Lamprey River versus Mount Monadnock, and we'll be back here at Manchester Public Television for game number 3. That is Goffstown versus the winner of this one. That is the North Manchester-Hooksett. And so we want to thank Coach Tom Bazoin. We want to thank Trevor Krause, Bob Moran, and also you, Dale, for being able to be a part of history here for night number 1 of this tournament. And the final score, again, 7-6. And player of the game, Dale, this is going to be tough. I mean, I kind of want to give it to Brooke Byron for being able to steal home and be kind of the part of that winning run, but it's tough here.
Very tough. Julia Rivera had a great game at the plate, also had a great game behind the plate.
It's tough. I know
it's very tough on this one.
Well, either way, it's been a pleasure to be with you on this Friday night.
Oh, absolutely. It's been fun. We'll definitely have to do it again.
Well, we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, and thank you for watching Manchester Public Television. For Executive Director Jason Cody, Operations Specialist Joe Lar, Operations Assistant Brendan McCormick, my name is Kyle Heavey. We'll see you again for more Michael Briggs Wooden Bat Baseball Tournament 2025 coming up tomorrow. So long for now.